big number. Big numbers. Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers. Big numbers. 100 million bag, that's a big number. Big numbers. Blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Miami Dolphins. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Check the backer, check the backer. General, West, 3. Check 5. Jim.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
From the gun on 3rd down, Love. It's complete to Graham. 19 yards that time for number 19.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
They'll go option to the short side. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 41-yard line.
Okay, ready? Blue John Corker. Hayward. And go!
Operating from the gun. Love. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. From the gun, Love. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. And on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Mike 51.
To throw is King. To throw on second down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. A gain there of 30 big ones.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run the option right here on 1st down. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
No, check that. We're Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. You're Mike 52, Mike 52. I'm here all day. I'm here.
King now. From the gun, he'll throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Love. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They will run with White out of the shotgun. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
We're scoreless after 1. 1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
Let's go, defense.
King operating from the gun. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this will remain a scoreless game.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3, and this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick, but now if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Looking to throw on second down. Love. It's caught. Beckham. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Throwing on first down. Love. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 31. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
You better be afraid of me.
Operating from the gun. Love. Complete. It's Henry. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. First foray into the red zone for Miami. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. From the gun, Love. Dancing to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
2nd and 14. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. 3rd down here. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Love. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The kick by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first point. It's a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
They start the drive with White. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Slam. Check four.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL.
Check three, check one, go.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Ready. Check. Let's go.
On first down, King. Open man is Trey Burton. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
It's second and inches at the 38-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
I'm coming after you. 59 mark. Check, 59.
You can't block me.
Watch twist. Check.
Back to throw. King. Oh, a scramble for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Looking to throw. King flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
I'm coming.
Here's King looking to throw on second down. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Love. Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
This time they stay on the ground, and they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. It's more where it comes. It's more where it came from.
So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. An update from a game going on in Indianapolis. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go, D. Let's go.
And an alley to run. And now the ball's out. Fumbled near midfield.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 42-yard line.
They stay on the ground with White. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Now King from the gun, he'll throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A very solid gain of 27.
Let's go.
First down, here's White. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Mike Daniels makes the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
To throw is King. To throw on 2nd down. And that's caught for a Bear touchdown. It's the tight end, Trey Burton. Trey Burton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken the lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead he does go down to a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On second down now, it's Gordon. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Back to throw. Love. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
That's good for a Dolphins first down.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. From the gun. Love. And caught by Henry. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. This is Gordon. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this, let's try to get it in the end zone?
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different? True. You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get them about 5 yards. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Opting to run again here with White. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Back now in Miami. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, they go option to the right. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And down to the 29-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. King now, operating from the gun. Completes it to Miller. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, King. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. But he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Coaches always tell their players someone's got to make a big play, but what they mean is a game-altering play, a game-changing play, a turnover force, and we just got that. I mean, how about that play, Brandon?
Yeah, a pick 6, 4th quarter, that is a game-changer.
Someone read their keys, and someone had the courage to go after the ball right then and there.
And it gives them the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
And that's one of the reasons we like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now a carry for White, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. King throwing on 4th down. And he's got Miller. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down. Trailing in the 4th quarter, they got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done as you noted, and they did.
No room to be had there on the 1st down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down, King. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. 4 different. Where's 52? Block 52. 52's the line.
Looking to throw. King going deep downfield for Ross. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They were trying to erase that deficit in one play.
They certainly were, but how about the reaction time and the instincts back deep to force the incompletion? We might need to mark this one down. We may look back and say, that was a game-saving play.
No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On fourth, they'll go again and try it once more. Here's King throwing on fourth down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's Gordon. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, we'll likely put an end to this thing. They run it here with Gordon. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Gone. Watch out. Watch out.
From the gun, Love. And it's complete. Henry. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. And the clock will roll down to zeros. 4 weeks in, 4-0. I don't think anybody needs to alert the 72 Dolphins just yet, but great start to the season.
Great start. How about him taking a knee at the end? And there's no better feeling for a team than to do that, to close out a victory. But you're right, at 4-0, they're sending them